Hey everybody, welcome back to my studio. I was inspired by something I saw on somebody's video, and I'm sorry, but I can't remember who. I was just browsing and I saw it. I think it was in one of their flip through things. Um, so what it was they had labels and they turned the labels into a pocket. So you can see I'm organizing this page. It's not done or anything, but this was going to be something later. Over here, so I created these labels. I had to actually print them onto cardstock because I only had previously had my labels on thin copy paper. So I needed to print them on cardstock for this to work properly. Um, so what I did was I just laid out some of the labels, um, glued them together, did some sewing and some stitching, and I put some inks on them. And this is going to be turned into like a tuck pocket. So I have to be careful. I did put some glossy accents. I put some of those on the headlights and over here on the gas station pump here. So yeah, so I'm going to glue this onto this piece here, and then it will, you can see it's already popping up a little bit when I glue this down. It'll be a pocket tuck, whatever thing. Okay, and then this is going to be something else whenever I'm done, which is why I have it just there so that I can remember what I was doing later. So I'm going to set this one off to the side, and we're going to create one of these for my other journal. So let's see, I have them here. I have the page that I want to work on, and I just pulled out some labels. Some of them got cut whenever I was printing because I blew the made the labels larger, and that made my printer cut off made little pieces, but that's okay. So I'm just going to lay them out first, okay? And then once they are laid out, I'll start gluing them on. And then after they are glued on, well, they're glued to themselves. And then, well, you'll see. There we go. We're just going to lay these out. Let's see. Now, the best thing I have found is to start with like one piece and then do the edge where you're planning on putting the pocket thing. Let's see. I did want most of mine to all be with this edge here where the edge is like, um, I'm sorry if you guys can hear my cat. My daughter's cat is going crazy. I don't know. Okay, like this. Let's see what I got here. I just got a few things laid out, so. All right, I think this needs to go here. Like I said, just kind of concentrating on this edge. I'm probably going to build this out later. Let's see, what else might we want to put over here? Probably this one. It also has a neat edge. And I don't know if you noticed on the last one, let me just pull it over here so you can see it. But I made them all a little crooked so that they're not all the same. They're not all laying the exact same way, is what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, you could build them straight across. That's no problem there if you want to do that. But for me, I just want to I just want them to be like tucked in, looking a little bit. Okay, so I did say to start with this stuff first, and I'm not doing it. Let's see. I don't know if this one should be on top or not. We'll come back to that one. Maybe put that one on top. Might as well finish off with this one. Oh, wait, got this one. I did want this one on the side, so let's just tuck it in over here. And then this one down at the bottom. Kind of hoping those numbers would show, but these ones right here, I don't know. They may or may not show. I don't know. All right, let's see what else we got. I'm just laying them out randomly and then later. See, right now it's nice and neat. But I probably won't leave it that way. I probably will tuck them like this. I have a few pieces. I think it looks best whenever they are overlapping each other. I don't know where to put that yet. Let's see. I have this green one. It's kind of big, so I'm thinking it might do better right here because it also has got an angle. So let's just stick it right here. Yeah, yep, like that. Now on the edges, I didn't turn them or anything because I want to make sure you can tuck things in there. I don't want them to fall out. Oh, I do think that this spot needs something. And all I'm getting is bits left, so maybe I'll move that one. Because I can always put that there. Let's see what that looks like. Put this in right there. Oh, I like that better. I definitely like that one better. Let's angle it like I said. Yep. Okay, now let's add these little bits and see how I'm liking things. What do you guys think? I know everybody's going to have a different opinion on how they do their layout, but sometimes you don't think about it until you see somebody else do something a little different, and then you're like, oh, why didn't I think of that? And that was me whenever I saw these labels. I was like, oh man, I should have done that. Because the other one needs to go in just a hair more. Because that's pretty neat to do. In the colors, you can pick all the label colors that match your current project, and I think we all pretty much have labels or some. Okay, wait a minute. This piece is not gelling with me. Let me tuck it in. There we go. Okay, there. I like that better. And then this one. Yeah, okay. I like that much better. This piece originally was angled. Uh-oh. All my angled pieces are starting to be the same way. Let's turn it. Okay, yeah, so I like it whenever I can find something a little different to do. Not everything was... Now you notice on this one, I did add the focal point. I did go ahead and add my focal point because I already knew what I was going to be using that page for. This one, I don't have a focal point picked out yet. So whenever I go to do things, I will have to add that on because I don't. So I have to think that in my mind whenever I... What do you guys think? Do I got too much going on here? It's starting to look a little crowded around here. But this also works really well if you already have your focal point. Yeah, I think I've got enough here. I don't think I better add too many more. Do you guys think? Okay, I'm not real crazy about these two at the bottom at all. Maybe this inch. Okay, that's a little better, but maybe I should just leave those off. I like this color because it matched this side over here. I don't think that this one is inked up. I did try to ink all the labels that I had picked out that matched the color tones of this side over here. Okay, so I think I'll just put plumbing right there. All right, now I'm just going to, since I have the layout, I'm just going to glue them into place. And by doing that, I'm just going to hold them where they're at, and then try to hold them where they're at, and just put a little bit of glue down just to hold them. Kind of the top ones first. I don't go that way. That way, whenever I go to sew, I don't have massive amounts of glue. But they are all glued to each other. Okay. Sorry if you can't see. Trying my hardest to get my glue bottle. Oops. Let me see if I can't glue this piece down first. Just going to squeeze and lift up. There we go. Oops, it moved. Okay. There we go. I don't know why that one moved after the fact. You weren't supposed to see that. Okay, let me try it again. Don't move this time. Let's try it left-handed. Okay. There we go. Did I do that piece there? It doesn't look like it. Okay. This piece here clearly needs tucked in separate. There we go. Somehow it got pushed down. Let's see. I'm trying to get this little one here. Oops, I forgot that one wasn't glued in. Wait a minute. I'll glue that one down. Oops. That's not supposed to be on this side. Okay, so basically I got this bottom half glued together, see? And lifted right off. So just glue that over here. It does not want to stay, so I'm going to glue it from the behind. Here we go. Gosh, it still doesn't want to stay. Okay. All right. Line it back up so I can move on with the rest of them. Yeah. Okay. Oops, I went a little bit too low with the Wheeler. I'm going to see the Wheeler Wilson there. Okay. I don't know why they're not sticking. Normally I put the art glitter glue down and it just sticks like really fast and holds really well. Okay. Making sure I was actually putting glue down. I was. Okay, this went off to the left. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm just gonna take the whole piece and flip it over and grab some areas that I think aren't sticking too well. Just to make sure. Not putting gobs of glue because, like I said, I want to put it through my sewing machine, but I do want to make sure it holds while I go over there. Okay. That looks good. Now also to do, your sewing machine and stuff. See, this is what I like, because now I can just take this piece and work just on this piece. So I can take it to my sewing machine. I can move it separate from here. I can hand stitch. I can put eyelets on here. I might do that. I might put an eyelet and then have like a dangle. That'd be kind of neat. I have one sitting here. I like a little dangle. I don't know. Okay, so I will pause for a minute and do some sewing, and then I will come back and do the ink staining. Okay, so I've done the stitching, but because I don't know my focal point, I didn't do any stitching here in this area. I just left it open. Okay, so now I'm going to add some texture with I have this piece of styrofoam, an old rolled up piece of paper, and some bubble wrap. And so I'm just going to put some down here. Let's start with the Spice Marmalade spray stain. Just going to spray a little. I don't need a lot because I'm just going to go use my tube and add some color just here and there. Not a lot. Okay, and then instead of wiping that up, I'm just going to go ahead and add some Vintage Photo Oxide Spray. Like that. And I'll probably, let's see, I'll do it with no, I like this one. I'll just do a little bit of the styrofoam. I am going to use some water. Sorry, I thought I had that ready. Just going to spray that. Okay. I'm going to dab it over here so I don't get too much. And then I'm just going to go like that. So, see, too much gives you blob, but you can always wipe it off with the styrofoam. And see, I like this texture. That just gives a little stain on it. Like I said, I don't know what's going to be here, but I will go ahead and add a little bit. Not a lot, just here and there. Okay, now we'll try the bubble wrap. I do have the brushed corduroy, so let's add that just to give it a little bit of texture. Collar, just going straight in with this. Let's see right here. Yeah, it gives it a little more bubble roundish looks. Okay. Another thing is to go over top of some of the areas that you've already covered. Oops, I'll set my cap down there. Just use my cap to make little circles. Okay, now if you look at your piece and you see that you need a little more coverage, go ahead and add it. I've already inked up the edges with scorched timber, but it really looks like it could use a little more. Let's see if I can enhance some of the pieces just a hair. Some of them I'm doing dark because my journal is dark, but if you was doing light, then you could use light colors and get the same results, just with different colors. Okay, so I think that's all I was planning on doing here. I do like these edges a little more. I'm thinking about just dipping them. Let's just see what happens if I dip them. First, I want to get them wet. This is not the matte photo paper, by the way. This is just cardstock. And so it's absorbing the ink in a slightly different way than how I normally add my inks. The cardstock just doesn't absorb in the same way. Oh, I like that. I like how the edges are over here are darker. Yep. Some of my edges anyhow. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's because see, whenever you tuck stuff in, that's where whatever's going to be poking out is probably going to be later, like papers and stuff. All right, let's set this aside and take a peek at what it looks like on the page. Okay, it'll be like this on my page, maybe up just a hair. Yeah, that matches. I like that. That looks cohesive to me. Let me grab, okay, here's like an image. It goes in the other journal, but yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, so here, like again, whenever you're adding your focal image, whatever you're going to do to it, if you're adding brads, you're adding anything that is going to poke through into the back side, now's the time to put that on there like staples. And that way you can take the back and you can cover it with tape. And that way your papers are all slide through. I haven't done the back on this one yet. As you can see, it has all the strings. So this needs taped up before I use it, but I wasn't done with it yet at the time. Um, and this one still needs focal images to go with this journal, but I wanted to show you this cute little tuck. Like I said, if I find who did it, or you guys know who recently did something with labels and created a tuck spot, let me know and I will link them below. But yeah, I like this, and I think this would be a nice addition. I just had to share with you guys. Have a blessed day.